Hey guys, it's Spacey Sins, and we're back with more Birushana, continuing Yoritomo's route. Not our brother. We know he's not our brother anymore. He knows we're not his brother, sister, whatever. And we're gonna go leave him behind. Because we don't know how to communicate to the man. All we had to do is be like, listen, I know all the men are afraid of me, and Kakatoki has a point that blah, 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 and he's gonna be like, shut the fuck up! Shut your mouth! And then he's gonna... You know what I mean? But, no, of course not. So we're gonna go into battle with him, and then... Whoops. We'll go into battle, and then... Blah, blah, falling out. It'll happen when we're in the midst of this fucking sea battle. We're like, I'm fighting and I'm gonna die because you need to start this world without me. And he's gonna be like, God fucking damn it, woman. What the hell? You know. Standard. I think we've basically done that in every route. We do this all the time. Because nobody knows how to communicate, there wouldn't be angst without it. Anyway, a few days later, any word on the situation?
Tadanobu, Benkei, and Shugen are still searching the area where Spacey disappeared.
Oh, I already pieced out. Okay.
I'd like to expand the scope of our search, but I'm struggling to find enough men to help.
What? I just ordered more men to help the other day.
Unfortunately, the men who you brought to us deserted their posts during the search.
Because they're afraid of him.
Yes.
I see. Understood. You may end your search. Return the remaining men to Kyoto.
What? You're terminating the search.
Oh. I've been searching for him for days without a single trace of where he's gone. That's clear to me he doesn't want to be found. Come to think of it, the last time I saw her, she was acting strange. But this has gotta hurt him. He's like, fine, just end the search. Whatever, he doesn't want to be found. And inside he's like... You know the marshmallow inside is, melting. It's like the deceptive fucking marshmallows that you're roasting. You're like, oh, look, they look warm and crunchy. And then you bite, and it's like burning hot lava eating away at your tongue. That's basically what he's doing on the inside. He's that fucking molten core of marshmallow. It's like angst and turmoil and just seething inside of there. Fear not, he will return. And before he left, he told me to leave the fighting in the next battle to him. He must be watching our movements. With that in mind, perhaps he's closer than we think. Hiding behind the screen in the room.
So, do you think it's possible that he's back in Kyoto?
Yes.
When he said leave the fighting to him, do you think he intends to fight like he did at Ichinotani?
Well, I know for sure. I thought she'd never break her word to me. But then again, she left. Just thinking about her fills me with such unease. Easy, just where are you? He looks so sad. He's got sad eyes. Oh, you're giving him sad, droopy eyes, girl. Stop it. The wind rumbled deep in the mountains. As it coursed through the cedar grove, I felt the gale blow past me in a rush. I guess there's no time to dawdle. Let's get this over with quick. That's... I see. You're quite well trained. But your strength is that of a mere mortal, after all. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. An inhuman power. Both Shigehira and Tomomori were both in control of their powers. Both were both. They could turn them on and off at will. But whenever I use my powers, I lose all control. Consume me. I can't let myself do that again. I have to learn to control my powers like they do. In the matter of a couple of hours. It'll be like days. It's just been days. I need to remember what it felt like when I first used my power. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Remember, at that time I was... What the hell happened back there? And I thought you and the others were in danger. My vision turned red and I felt this incredible power welling up in me. I mean, I guess it's not too far-fetched that she could manage to do it in a couple of days because, like... You know what I mean? It's just they've had more time to control it, but that doesn't mean that we don't have the ability to do it. But it is just really weird that, like, in Benkei's route, we practiced at it, so it seems like, okay, maybe we had weeks, months. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, a couple hours later, I had it totally mastered, and you're like, okay, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I mean, we are the special, because we're the main character, but still, it's like, alright, come on. At least in Benkei's route, you know, it was like, you could have been like, oh, okay, there were weeks between battles, and then she learned, okay, you know what I mean? But, like, this is, like, a couple days later. I mean, I guess technically we don't know how long it's going to be between, you know, when we ran away a couple days ago to the next battle, which could be weeks away. So, yeah, I guess. But, anyway. I was filled with such hatred of the Heike. I felt this need to kill them. All of them. Then... Suddenly, Yoritomo's face appeared in my mind, and my heart began to flutter. No, calm yourself. Remember how you felt when you used your powers. I wanted to defeat those who wanted to harm my friends. I wanted to defeat the enemy and protect the people I love. For everyone. For him. My whole body began pulsating powerfully. This feeling... This is... I think we've seen this CG before. Because it's just her with her power. I think it might have been in Benkei's round. She's trying to control it. Or it might have been one of the endings? I don't remember. Strength welled up from deep within me. At the same time, a fierce hatred burned in my heart. I was flooded with a terrible urge to eliminate all those who stood in my way. No, I'm about to lose myself again. I can't get swallowed up in this power. My heart swirled in agony, and instinctively I grabbed my chest where I found the small shell necklace Yoritomo and I shared. Ah! I do love this CG. He really does. There is something about the way they drew him, the sad eyes, and then the hair all flopping in his face and everything, that is very much fucking Saito from freaking Hakuoki. That's the vibe I'm getting. Like, if that game was, like, art was slightly modernized, you know what I mean? Like, a different art style. This, like, you can see you're like, they're related. This would be, like, you know what I mean? Like, if even just the black and white, if you didn't see her head, you just saw his face, you could be like, is that like an updated version of Hakuoki? You know what I mean? It gives me those vibes, and I love it, because Saito was very much the marshmallow. Was similar. Okay, he wasn't... Hijikata was the marshmallow character, but he was also, like, the robot. And our brother's a little bit the robot. You know what I mean? He's kind of, you know, they're similar enough, and it's just... I don't know. I'm here for it. I like it, anyway.
Am I really not alone?
Oh, and then there's this one. Oh, I love these CG flashbacks.
Even if we're not related, even if you're not human, that does not change this connection we have.
His voice came down like a cool rain on the fires of hatred that were swelling in my soul. Tomo, for him, for his destiny, for our destiny, we need to use this power. I felt my vision clear up at once. My mind, which had been on the verge of rampage, was slowly coming back to reason. She learned how to magically use it instantaneously, but it was because of the power of friendship and love. It's mostly the power of love, but it's also the whole friendship thing, because you know what? Deep down inside, We're doing this because we have a very deep bond with him that started with camaraderie and friendship and blossomed into love, and we're doing it for our friends. I just want to say it's the power of friendship. It's really the power of love. I mean, when it's like, oh, it's because we love him. It's like, oh. But when it's like, it's the power of friendship. That's cheesy, but I'm here for it. We're just going to call it both, okay? Everything cheesy in the world. My awareness became clearer, but the power that came to me was intact. Okay, this is... Was I able to control my power? I like the fact that we're just able to control our power thinking about how much we love this man. I'm okay with that. You know what? It's cheesy. It's cheesy and corny, but fine. Whatever. I'll give it to you. I'm me. I'm still using my power. I can fight as I am without losing control. I'll protect everyone, and I'll make sure to defeat Tomomori too. Just as I poured all my willpower into the necklace that encircled my neck, I heard footsteps in the grass. Yoritomo. I quickly hid myself behind a tree. Why is he here? He come looking for me. He looked around the darkness and in between the trees before turning his gaze back upward toward the heavens. Upward to the heavens. Look in his eyes. Look of searching for something. It always made my heartstrings tighten. Only this time he's looking for me. Wish I could reach out and touch him. I'll hold him again like before. Do it. But I knew that wasn't possible anymore. Shut up and do it! Pain filling his eyes, I watched as he grabbed the necklace on his chest and sorrowfully turned back for Kyoto. Oh, stop it! You're hurting our little marshmallow. He's so delicate. You're such a jerk. I hate you for hurting me and that poor precious marshmallow. Lord Kakunichi... I've been waiting for you. There's something I must tell you. You're like, I know. I'm a girl. But Lord Yoritomo came to visit. You knew? I saw him in the mountains just moments ago. I see. He came here looking for you. I didn't tell him anything. Ah, this explains we've been hiding here. Yeah, makes sense. Sorry, Lord Kakunichi. Since I left, I'd been hiding out here, training for battle. Then I told Lord Kakunichi all that Yoritomo had told me about my past. There's no need for you to apologize, but do you really intend to fight in the next battle? Yes. It doesn't matter whose blood courses through my veins. I am Genji, and I will defeat the Heike, and I love Yoritomo, so... Spacey... Candle flickered dimly in the corner of the room. Never did I think that your origin would hold such secrets. And here I was trying to instill in you the aspiration of overthrowing the Heike as a child of the Genji. This poor man, he's like, oops, it's not your fault, bro. Yes, but this was always to be my destiny, to defeat the Heike and help build a righteous and just world. As a child, I always believed that defeating the Heike would be enough to bring peace to the world. But that's not the case, is it? It's not enough to tear down the old world. Someone has to be there to build the new one. If the Heike are replaced by people like Yoshinaka, the world will stay the same. Only the names will change. But I believe that Lord Yoritomo will surely create a bright and righteous world. And that's what you intend to fight for? Yes. He once said the forces of the old world can only be defeated with overwhelming force. If he's to create the new world, I'll be the one to tear down the old. But do you remember what else I said? That only tragedy will befall those who deal in such destruction. You're like, I've already lost the man I love, Kakunichi. Simmer it down. Yes, but if that's what's needed to create Lord Yoritomo's vision for the new world, then I'll bear the tragedy. I've made up my mind. This is the path I've chosen, and nothing will shake my resolve. Even your love for me. Even if the end result is tragic, the bond I have with Yoritomo can never be broken. I see. The resolve is even stronger than before. But remember this, Lord Yoritomo never intended for you to do this alone. What did he say? Only that, and that he was looking for you? Like a man desperately in love. It's fucking Kakunichi, just say it! So Yoritomo told Lord Kakunichi that he doesn't want me to fight alone. Does he meet against Tomomori? Tomomori is not even human. Yoritomo wouldn't stand a chance against him. Lord Kakunichi mentioned a powerful old force, the power of the Heike. Tomomori must be the personification of that power. This cursed power, make sure it ends now. Can't believe we're gonna kill Tomomori in this round. I mean, seriously. Finally, the day came for Lord Yoritomo to venture forth to destroy the Heike once and for all. Oh. Leading fearless soldiers and waving the Genji flag, Yoritomo and his men headed south along the Toba Road. Lord Yoritomo, we wish you the best of luck! Give those Heike bastards hell! What a crowd. People must be really excited about the upcoming battle. I wonder if our lord is watching from somewhere.
It's possible, but perhaps he's waiting to make his dramatic entrance on the battlefield.
I can't wait for Shigehira to make his dramatic entrance on the battlefield. That creepy puppet-headed lizard monster. Oh, look, I don't really know if I'm going to be disappointed that he doesn't show up or horrified that he does like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's fucking Shigehira. He's never fucking... He was defeated! You didn't say he's dead. You said he was defeated, but that means nothing in the realm of Shigehira, okay? That motherfucker never stayed dead. Ever. Do I believe in any of the ends? When, like, it was like, oh, and then the Heike all drowned. Bullshit they did. Those fuckers are out there somewhere. They never fucking died. Never. Come on. Shigehira came back from the dead like 16 fucking times. This motherfucker. Kind of like how that's the running gag now. How many times has Shigehira died? We should have a fucking counter. Jesus.
Ishino, don't have to fight. It just stay safe.
Oh yeah, like I'm gonna let all of you chuckle fucks die. Give me a break. Go out there and save your asses. Chapter 12! This is the last chapter! And then we get our ending! Okay, but we're obviously not gonna get it in this part. We'll probably have to do it in the next part, but anyway. After the great defeat at Ichinotani, the Heike retreated to the island of Hikushima in the Kanmon Straits. Kanmon Straits. Anyway, Kanmon Straits. The number of faces in the military council has decreased considerably. We lost a lot of good men at Ichinotani. Lord Atsumori, Lord Tadanori, and not to mention Shigehira. Shame to lose a man with that power. You say that, but I don't believe for a second that Shigehira's dead. This is the second time you've told me, but it doesn't make it true. I'm just saying. You fooled me once, motherfuckers. You fooled me once. You're not gonna fool me again. And if he doesn't come back, I'm gonna be like, I still don't believe that he's actually dead. He's hiding somewhere in a cave. Tomomori, I'm sure you must be depressed as well. Tomomori's like, yeah, whatever. Yes, that's true. I never expected to lose him like that. Yeah, I also never expected to lose him like that, and I'm still calling bullshit. Calling bullshit! But now's not the time to mourn. We must think about a fight on and ensure that those who have died didn't do so in vain. Yes, but just how to fight? And tomorrow we'll throw everything we've got at them. Ensure every soldier in the army has a ship to take them into battle. Everyone? Yes. The young Emperor Tokuko, the female servants, and anyone else who serves the Heike name. Even the women and children? My lord, wouldn't it be better for the young Emperor and the servants to remain in the palace? No, we're all gonna go down on sinking ships. What, and leave them here with no troops to defend them? I mean, that's kind of smart. Not leaving them here without no one to defend them, because it'd be like, huh, you know the women and children are over there, I bet the sacred treasures are too, or you know what, let's just kidnap that kid. Listen, Tokuko, do you want your fucking kid back? Give me the sacred treasures. We're never gonna hurt the fucking kid, but like, you know what, treasures for the kid. She'll give us the fucking treasures if she wants her kid back. Unless she's really a psycho and she's like, I'll just make another. I wouldn't put it past her. Besides, the mere presence of the young emperor and his mother on the battlefield will raise the morale of the entire army. That's true. Besides, Father, we intend to annihilate all the Genji forces in tomorrow's naval battle. You intend, but your intent is gonna fail. Placing everyone at sea is just Tomomori's way of showing how confident he is in our plans. Tomomori's like, no, I just figured if we're all gonna go down in a blaze of glory, this'll be good. Tomomori's actually over there like, sure, yeah, I mean, if we win, great, but if we don't, it's gonna be a bloodbath, and watching women and children drown at sea sounds like a good time, because this motherfucker's crazy, so. He's like, the crazier the plan, the more fun. Well, alright, we'll do as Tomomori says. Yes, and tomorrow will determine the fate of all of the Heike. Best to have us all together, don't you think? Or when they all die. Look at him! Look at just this like, he's always got this face on. This is like his permanent face. So like, whatever mood it is, it's like, look, he's so thoughtful, look, he's devious, like, look at this plotting son of a bitch. The psychotic plottings in your eyes. I mean, I'm reading into it, obviously, because he's just art, but still. Such beautiful art. Crazy motherfucking insanity, but beautiful. Sonora, Genji Camp.
Finally, it all ends tomorrow. But still no sign of our lord.
Don't worry, he'll be here. He promised Lord Yoritomo he'd be here. I'm gonna wait till halfway through the battle and make a grand fucking entrance.
No way he'd break a promise like that. You couldn't keep him away.
Indeed. I think Lord Yoritomo believes that too. He doesn't seem worried in the slightest. He's just sad. Just seems heartbroken.
I see we're all here. The Heike army's located near Hikoshima. We'll strike tomorrow morning. The next battle against the Heike will likely be the last. Leading the enemy forces will be Tomomori Taira, and Noritsune will be there too, though we don't know what role he'll serve. Our objective is twofold: the destruction of the Heike, and, as per Emperor Go Shirakawa's command, the return of the sacred treasures. The battleground will be the sea near Donora. It's known for drastic changes in the tide, which will make movement difficult. During the early morning hours, the tide will flow eastward at a tremendous speed. In short, they'll be running in the enemy's favor.
Yeah, according to local fishermen, it's next to impossible to move a ship against the tide.
And then how do we plan to attack the Heike? This tide should begin to flow westward in the afternoon, which is when we will counterattack. So we'll be on defensive until that point. This is a major Heike stronghold. Surely they know all about the tides here too. They'll wipe us out while the tide's in their favor.
It'll be an all-out assault, and we're just supposed to sit there and take it? Take it like a man, Tadanobu. Jesus. Just kidding. This will lead to countless dead on our side, won't it?
I know, but I'm afraid there's nothing else we can do. We'll just have to hold out until the tide turns in our favor.
Can we just find their generals and knock them out one by one without waiting for the tide to turn? How about we just go in their camp and set it on fire right now? We did that the first time, it kind of worked out. I'm just saying, Kagetoki's not wrong. The Genji are well versed in the sea. It'll be difficult for us to hold off the Heike attacks until the afternoon. Why does he sound like Noritsune? Whatever, it's fine.
I already told you, it's impossible to move against the tide, especially if their generals are well guarded.
Damn, if it was a battle on land, we could just rush at him with everything we got. Guess that won't work here. Tadanobu's like, shit, all I have is brawn! I don't have brains, I'm a himbo! Okay, Tadanobu, sweetie. Every once in a while, you have a brain cell.
Besides, there's no guarantee that we'll have anything left to attack with once the tide does turn.
My lord, I think it best we reconsider. Wait, you can leave the attack to me. You know it's me. Why is there question marks? This is where he grabs me and cries, pets me a little, and they're all like, what? Shinao, my lord! I apologize for the delay. So what the hell do you think you're doing here? First you leave without permission, then you show up unannounced like this. Punish me however you like, but please do it after the battle. There's still work for me to do. As Lord Kagetoki said, we can end this quickly if we defeat Tomomori. Please leave that to me. Huh? You can't go against the tide and the enemy. I can fucking too! Because I'm... Jazz hands magic! Those of you who have fought with me know I'm blessed with certain abilities. Oh, I like how you said blessed, not cursed. Kagetoki's over there like, I will use this power to go from ship to ship until I reach Tomomori. Jump from ship to ship? Impossible! I can do it, as long as I have my power. Now. Besides, if Tomomori sees me, there's a good chance he's gonna come out after me. But my lord, you mustn't use that power again. I've learned to control it in the 2 days I've been away. Don't worry, I won't lose myself again. I can control it now. I took a lot of time. It's been 4 days. I did it with the power of love and friendship. They're like, oh, love. Wait, what? But... Please, brother, let me do this. I really wish at this point she'd just been like, please, Yoritomo, let me do this. And then they were all like, instead of keeping up with the brother ruse. I just wanted to come out. That was where we passionately kiss, and then they're like, wait, what? Look! It's no longer awkward, but could we make it awkward for the rest of the group? Because they haven't seen... I want them to feel the awkward, too. I just feel like we need to share that amongst the team. Okay?
Spacey, I need to speak with you alone. Outside.
I understand. Oh my god, this is where we're gonna make out? Could you just kiss me in front of everyone? It would have been great. They would have been like, whoa, wait a minute. Wait, she called him Yoritomo, not brother. Wait. Or he, right? Because it... A cool wind rushed across the ocean, and the sounds of the camp were drowned out by the tide as it crashed against the shore. Please, God, kiss me again. The sea breeze made Yoritomo's black robes flutter back and forth. He stared out longingly across the dark sea.
Beyond these waves lies Higashima, and the Heike's last remaining stronghold. We'll set out tomorrow at dawn.
I understand. Lord Yoritomo, please let me take the lead. I know if he sees me, Tomomori will come out after me. I fear that only one with the same blood as Tomomori can defeat him. That's why I must be the one to face him. He shifted his gaze to me as the freezing, salty air enveloped us, and the waves lapped at the shore.
Spacey, I need to ask you one thing.
Of course.
What happens after you defeat Tomomori? Where will you go then?
Oh, don't! He's like, are you gonna leave me? Don't do it! Don't leave him, he can't handle it! He looked at me and his eyes begged me to say something in return. I looked away and he let out a heavy sigh. He finally admitted that he loved you and you're gonna run away from him! Stop it!
You're not coming back, are you? Surely you're not thinking of sacrificing yourself for this battle.
Tomomori can't be defeated unless I give it everything I have. I'm prepared to risk everything to bring him down.
You don't even intend to come back alive, do you?
Unable to say anything, my lips quivered slightly.
You're right. We will need to risk everything tomorrow, and many will die. But there's a difference between going in prepared to die and fighting as though you hope to die.
He's so mad. Look at the anger in his eyes. I love it. It's good. Tell me off because we're hurting you and it's not nice. It's rude of us.
Why? Why can't you find hope in this? Why can't you endeavor to come back alive? Are you really gonna leave me by dying?
Oh, stop. We can't hurt our little marshmallow like this. He can't handle it. He's too soft. He's so much softer than a normal marshmallow. Like, he just is... Are the marshmallows always this squishy? Is he just squishier? What the hell? Ordinary Tomo, I'm not human. There's no way I can be with him. And if I can't be with him, at the very least I want to use my life for him. Okay, you two need to learn to communicate. Tell each other just what you feel. I told you, didn't I? Would do whatever it takes to help you fulfill your destiny. Even if it means this connection we have must be torn apart. Peering into his sad eyes, I felt myself overcome with emotions I've been trying to suppress for so long. You're so horrible to this poor man. This feeling I have for him, this feeling that surpassed mere admiration long ago, this must be love. But I have to abandon these feelings, leave them here on this beach, bury them far below the sand. Shut the fuck up! I know that's not how it's going to work out, but it still hurts. He cast his gaze to the ground, to his feet heavily planted in the wet sand.
So, you really want to die for this cause, then?
Yes.
Then you wish to never see me again? You wish to never talk with me again? To laugh with me again?
Yes. My voice trembled and I felt as though I was about to burst into tears. You should, because you're going to make us do it! Horrible person! We're terrible in this route!
Spacey, look me in the eye.
I can't look you in the eye and tell you that because I don't believe it. I don't feel it. I don't want to! I want to stay here forever with you right here on this beach! Yoritomo grabbed me around the waist with one hand and with the other gently pushed my chin upward to face him. Oh my god, give me a CG of this. Oh hell yeah! Thank you! Thank you! I didn't have to visualize. Ah! Ask and the game delivers. The intense kind of anger in his eyes, I love it. Our faces were so close I could feel his breath. His eyes narrowed in pain.
I've been waiting for you to come back. You have any idea how it made me feel when you disappeared without saying a word?
I felt my heart seize up in agony at the sound of his saddened voice. You know, the thing that I will say I like about the angst they're giving us right here with us, I'm gonna go die and I'm gonna run off and blah blah blah, is because that's usually what the men do to us. It's usually like, yes, I have to die for this cause, it will be noble. And you're like, why would you do that, you bastard? And now the roles are reversed. And he's the fucking one over there like, what? Why? And we're like, I will die for your noble cause. It's usually reversed, so I kind of like that this time we are being the noble dumbass who's going to go sacrifice ourselves, and the man is over here like, why? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you do that? And like, kind of having a slight meltdown, you know? While we're just like being a stubborn ass. Yeah. I'm kind of here for it. I hate it, but I do like that the roles reversed a little bit. But it hurts me, because usually we're the ones getting hurt, and I'm used to that, but we're hurting him, and I can't handle that. Okay, stop it. Stop hurting the marshmallow. Leave him alone. He's sweet and innocent, and he can't handle this abuse, and you know that, and you're being mean. You're rude. We must protect the marshmallow, okay? Too soft.
You have any idea how many times I dreamed of holding you like this again?
All the time. I have thought about it too, being touched by him like this. Despair overwhelmed me. I tried to turn away from him, but I couldn't escape his grasp. Good.
You were the one who told me I was not alone. It gave me peace when I was too stubborn to think I deserved any self-respect. And now, you're willing to throw all that away. You don't really want to die tomorrow, do you?
Of course not. If I can use this life for you, then I have no regrets. I closed my eyes as tears began to flow down my cheeks.
Spacey, you tell me I have no regrets. Not your face, your tears. They say something completely different.
Gently kissed me on the cheek as if to soothe away my streaming tears. I love this man so much.
How are you saying that I'm not enough to be one of your regrets?
His hair gently grazed my face, and my body tingled as he softly kissed me again and again. I don't want this moment to be ruined, but at the same time I kind of want someone to see it and be like, the fuck? Look, I just want everybody else to feel the awkward that we don't get to have anymore.
I've lived my whole life in the shadow of my destiny. I never wanted anything. Never needed anything. But you.
I can't.
And for the first time, I feel like there's a reason to live beyond my destiny.
He continued to kiss me, moving from my cheeks, gently tracing my eyelids and forehead. Tomo,
Let me be your reason to live. Your reason to live beyond the sad fate that you've created for yourself.
Tears again welled up in the corners of my freshly wiped eyes as the words I'd been trying to suppress spilled out. I fucking love this man so much. I can't handle it. The shit that comes out of his mouth is just so beautiful. Or stupid fucking marshmallows. Of course you're my reason to live on. Of course I want to live on and be with you.
Then why not do so?
Oh, I can't be there with you. You'll never win the hearts of the people with me around. You've seen them. They're terrified of me. They're terrified of a man named Spacey.
Spacey. You swore to me at Corona that you'd continue to adore and follow me. To whom else have you given your allegiance? Me, and no one else, right?
God, he's using our words against us. I kind of like your manipulation tactics, sir. Of course, but...
And look only at me. You have given your loyalty and your heart to me. Now give your life to me as well.
Asking me to marry you, sir, because that's a very interesting way of phrasing that.
And if your life is mine, then you have no right to throw it away.
Tomo...
Spacey, live. Live for me. You must not allow yourself to fall tomorrow. And you will come back to me alive.
God, I love how he's just like angsty, but then just throw that fucking shit out there and guilted us with those goddamn magic words, and it's like, whatever you say, sir. How do you say no to this? How do you say no? Stop it! Alright, you know what? Bravo, game. Made me really mad at ourselves. Like, why were you gonna go die? Leave it. What are you doing? You're hurting the marshmallow. And he's like, how dare you? You promised yourself to me, didn't you? Yeah, you're gonna follow me. Uh-huh. Yeah, then you're not gonna die. And you're like, touche, sir. Touche. He won the battle of wits. I mean, to be fair, I don't have a lot of them. I have to share them with Benkei and Tadanobu, and you've seen how well that goes. For you? You want me to live?
Yes.
You sure? If I stay by your side, then...
That's all I want. To live together with you.
That's all I want too, Marshmallow.
If you truly care about me, then please be by my side. We will survive tomorrow's battle together.
Yoritomo... The tears that again fell from my face disappeared into the sand below. I mean, she is forgetting the one important crucial fact. That everyone in the military and the army and everything think that she's his brother. Okay? And all you have to do is say, oh no, Spacey died, and then just live as a woman by his side, and then you get to be with him, but everybody thinks the brother died. And, cause, I mean, you can't be his wife if ever, you know what I mean? Like, you can't be like, oh, by the way, not his brother, I'm a woman, but I'm also not his sister, we're getting married. You know what I mean? So, Spacey, the general, the brother, is gonna have to disappear and die anyway, so, like, you just pretend that you died in the battle, you don't actually die, and then you live as a woman. But it's like, I mean, we've done that in every other route, but it's gonna be at the end like, can't believe I didn't think of that, and it's like, duh. Like, hello? You've been living with this lie so long you forgot that you have an easy out. Alright, I'll just put on a dress and be good. I'm just saying, you know? Anyway. The tears that again fell from my face disappeared into the sand below. I don't know if I read that. As you wish. Damn right.
What are you getting all feisty for? What? Why are you being feisty, bird? I just turned on the light. Do you ask to go poopies or something? I can't quite reach over there. Do you want to go? Okay, is that why you were being feisty, bird? Okay, thank you.
Sorry. Look, when the bird's getting fidgety and feisty, we gotta take him to his poopy spots. Otherwise, you know.
He's not supposed to hold the poopies for as long as he holds his poopies. And he's sitting with me. He's a good bird. He shouldn't. But he's a good boy. Yes, you. Everybody gives the birdies patties and kisses. Don't you bite my headset. He's a jerk bird.
Now settle down. Anyway. My lord! Sorry to keep you waiting, guys.
You two finished talking.
Still gonna open to be like,
Have you two finished talking?
with quotes around it, because he saw what happened. I just want to pretend. Yes, my brother said he's gonna leave the attack to me, and then they're like,
Right, brother, sure.
I really wish somebody was like, is that how brothers act? I saw you two on the beach. Really? Just kidding. Then I will defeat the enemy commander, Tomomori Taira.
I'm counting on you, Spacey.
Yes, sir. As a general of the Genji, I promise to lead us to victory.
But how are you going to take on Tomomori? Are you sure you can handle him?
Oh, I can fucking handle him. I will die trying. Not in this route, but I will volunteer to die trying. You know what? She's not wrong. I will volunteer to die trying to tame Tomomori, is all I'm saying. No, in this route, we don't hurt the Marshmallow Man, okay? We're going to defeat Tomomori and come back and live happily ever after with our marshmallow and pet him and love him and keep him safe. Because he's delicate. Goddamn beautiful, delicate flower, right? Yeah, he is. What are you shrieking at? I know, there's tons of spider webs up there, buddy, but, like, there's nothing I can do about it. I don't know where our Swiffer dusters are.
Stop shrieking. Stop it.
I've got a plan for that.
A plan? What kind of plan?
Sit on this side, please.
Then he can give you kisses. Now shush. That was kisses from everybody. Mwah. We give pretty kisses. Yes, we do. Because you was a good boy. Mwah, he's a good bird. Mwah, he's such a good bird.
What? I like to give my birdie kisses. Especially I'm trying to get him to settle the fuck down on what his problem is. I turned on the light because it was getting dark in here, so he's probably like, the fuck? Okay. Are you gonna snuggle into my throat? As a group, we briefly discussed... I'm sorry, he's like clinging onto the edge of my shirt, but then he's like brushing up against my freaking throat. It was just very tickly. As a group, we briefly... As a group, we briefly discussed Yoritomo's plans for the following day. After the meeting, I finally had the chance to catch up with my friends after many months apart. Okay, it's been months. We ran away for months. Okay. Alright, so that makes more sense. We learned to control it within months. That's a long time, though. Wow. My lord, where the hell have you been? Do you have any idea how worried we were about you? Good Tadanobu getting mad at us. Really sorry for disappearing on you guys like that. The other soldiers were afraid of me. I thought that if I stayed with the army, I'd end up causing problems for my brother. My lord. When I first came back, I came only to defeat the Heike. I had no intention of surviving. But I realized that was a mistake. I realized I have to fight and live.
Are you sure you're alright, Shinho?
Yeah, I'll give it everything I've got against Tomomori tomorrow, but I promise I'll make it back alive.
Well, you certainly look refreshed. I'm glad to see you're back to your old self.
Yeah, it just took a couple makeout sessions with my brother out there. You what? Nothing? But it's not just me, though. I want you all to make it back safe and sound tomorrow, or I'll never forgive you! I got no plans to die. Yeah, I don't think anything could kill you if they tried. I hope not. Love him so much. Good! You better not! I'll be counting on you guys tomorrow. Bird, what are you doing? Simmer down. He won't stop moving. You can leave it to me! No Heike's gonna take me down! I trust that.
Yeah, let's end this once and for all.
I'm actually really glad that this game's only ever killed Shigehira. It's kind of funny. I think it's funnier and it's less like, oh no, because you're like, Shigehira's the only one that actually fucking dies. I mean, sure, in all the other routes, the Heike, like, quote-unquote drown themselves or whatever. But, like, you didn't see them die. I don't know. You can just be like, sure, yeah, they died, right, whatever, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Because Shigehiro's never actually fully died, I don't think, either. So, like, off-screen deaths don't count. But they've never killed our friends. It's not like in Benkei's route, like, Shungen and our brother died, and like, or like, oh no, Tadanobu and Suganobu died. Like, none of our friends have ever died, you know? And like, for them to be like, oh, the Heike drowned themselves. You're like, did they though? Did they though? Cause I mean, what? Bird, stop it. Yes, I know, it's just spider webs. I don't know where the spider is, but he was dancing around the thing and he's fine. He just sees the webs and he gets all like, oh, because he sees them moving up there. But it's like, it's spider was having a good old fucking time bouncing around the freaking tentacles up there. Anyway. But you know what I mean, because on Noritsune's Reddit was like, oh yeah, we all pretended to die. Ha! See you around! And it's like, so like, and then how many times they've been like, Shigehiro was defeated! You must be depressed! Yeah, anyway. And then like, he magically turns into like, snake demon monster thing. So it's like, you know, I'm not really fazed by those. I don't really believe that they die. You know? But again, unlike certain other games where all our friends die and the other routes, it's like, what the fuck? I like this. They didn't kill my friends. They technically didn't kill my man harem, because I don't believe for a second that the Heike actually died. Okay, so anyway. It all comes down to this, everyone. Tomorrow we defeat the Heike and restore the world of the Genji. Right! Woo!
Like maybe, I guess.
The next morning, the battle to decide the fate of the Genji and the Heike began early in the morning. Hi, could you stop trying to read? I climbed aboard a larger troop ship with my brother and looked out across the water toward Hikushima.
Look, Shinao, the tide's still flowing against us at a frightening speed.
You're right. From the other side, the Heike ships were heading toward us at an alarming pace, their red banners flowing in the wind.
Well, they've got the current. We're going to have to row the oars as hard as we can just to stay in place.
Where are you, Tomomori? Bird freaked out at the screaming. At that moment, a battle cry echoed across the sea.
It's just a tea. You're fine. Want to make commentary? Okay, so when people are screaming, you have to shriek, okay? I'll tell you when.
Look! Few ships have advanced out from the Heike lines. About 5 red flag Navy boats led the charge, moving forward at great speed. The help of the tide. That should have been one sentence, but anyway.
They're near the front lines! Let's engage!
Prepare to fire! Yes, sir! Yeah! Damn, they're fast! We gotta change direction! Don't let them escape! Make contact with their ships and board them! Take out as many of them as possible! Show those bastards the power of the Heike! Listen, Noritsume, I'm gonna need you to shut your face. As the fighting began on some of the frontline ships, the sound of war echoed across the waters of Donora. Looks like the Heike really are far more adept at naval battles after all. It seems the Heike are trying to finish things while the tide is still in their favor, just as Lord Yoritomo predicted.
Noritsume seems to have inserted himself at the center of the fiercest fighting.
Fucking typical Noritsume. My lord, the Genji ships are being sunk one after another.
Lord Yoritomo, we'll take care of this. We'll head to the front lines on one of the other ships.
Shungen!
Shinao, you've got to focus on fighting Tomomori. We can take care of the others.
That's right, my lord. Leave the rest of them to us. Yeah, bring them on. I prefer a straight fight all this waiting around.
We'll do our best to contain them and make sure they don't do any more damage to the Genji fleet.
Very well. I'll leave Noritsume and the others to you.
We're counting on you.
Right. Stay safe out there, Shinao.
You too. And that goes for all of you. Of course. Then let us be off. said a silent prayer as I watched them board another ship and sail away from us. I have to find Tomomori soon. Just stand on the bow of the boat, he'll find you. That's when, staring at the main cluster of 30 or so Heike crafts, I saw a single ship advance from the center. And standing at the very front of the ship was... the glorious asshole himself. Tomomori! Oh yeah. Oh, his eyes just narrowed. He was just standing there, and the little sprite, his eyes just narrowed, and he got a smirk. I love it. Oh, I love his smirky little frickin' sprite. He's like, That's Tomomori Taira. We take him out, we can end this whole thing here. There's no way we can reach him with the tide like this. Don't worry. Right. That's why I'm here. Tomomori, I knew you'd come for me. It was then that my eyes met his. I kind of feel like it's going to be like this in, like we did with Norditz. Oh, no. His route's going to be different, probably. But, like, I could imagine if we had to have the same thing with, like, Norditsune when we get to this point. And Norditsune are like, fine, let's fight to the death. And then we're like, let's just pretend we die together. Sounds good. And then, you know what I mean? Like, could you imagine this exact scene in Tomomori's route? Like, our eyes met. And then you're, like, looking at him with the fire of passion. And he's like, oh, yeah. Like, he would so get off on a fight with you. Like, I'm just saying. It's so nice to see you again, Spacey. And now tell me, are you the one I've been searching for? God, I hope so. The crowd stared with bated breath as Tomomori drew his sword. Glowing demons. Tomomori! So, he's planning to use his powers from the start, huh? In that case, I'd better do the same. I turned to face Yoritomo and bowed my head. I'm off to go defeat him.
Don't forget what I told you yesterday. Come back alive and don't throw your life away. It's mine.
I wish you had said something like,
You'll make sure you come back and live for me.
and everyone's like, oddly romantic thing to say to your brother, but whatever, guys. Like, you know what I mean? I just want someone to feel some of the awkward. Anyway, right. I'm off. I stared at Tomomori in the distance and focused myself on him. I mean, like, we are really good at keeping it closeted. You know what I mean? Because, one, nobody thinks we're having a weird romantic moment. And nobody is like, they're having a weird romantic moment and they're brothers. So nobody suspects we're not brothers. And nobody suspects we're having romance. I'm just saying we're good at this. Somebody should be like, this is a little weird. Nobody. Nah, clueless. You know what it is because they gave their brain cells to Tadanobu for a hot second so he could think straight. I stared at Tomomori in the distance and focused myself on him. I had to focus myself on him, too. I love our marshmallow, don't get me wrong, but Tomomori is distracting. That... Oh, shock on Tomomori's beautiful face. So it seems you've learned how to control that power of yours. And does that mean you've finally accepted it? That you're not human after all? Well, I suppose that's for the best. And now let's see how determined you really are to strike me down. We both jumped up at the same time. Swords drawn, we soared through the air, jumping from ship to ship. Our vision locked on the other's every move. I just imagine some weird, like, we're flying at each other, and you're like, there are a lot of strings going on here. This isn't bad CG. Like, it just seems ridiculous. That's incredible! What the hell is that? How can they do that? They don't even look human. What's your goddamn queen? I'm just kidding. Not much further now. We should reach each other on the next ship. We're gonna have to cut off in the middle of the battle because we're almost at time and there's no way we're going super over with this battle. Keeping my eyes on Tomomori, I kicked away from the ship hard. We landed on the ship at the same time. The moment our feet touched the ground, we immediately began striking at each other. Not even a hello. Tomomori! I thought he was gonna laugh, and it just so it It was more like a ha, but I just thought it was going to be like ha ha. Wasn't prepared for that. I didn't read it right. Anyway. Our two swords clashed violently, sending sparks flying through the air. Ah! Looks like you've been able to keep your mind about you. I guess that means you've finally accepted what you are. Only so I could defeat you! Oh, how kind of you to do it for me. Stop talking nonsense! I'll do anything if it means taking you down! Besides, it's all for the Genji! I see. Still with the Genji. You must still not understand that you actually belong with us. Belong? Tomo. You're wrong. I understand everything. What do you mean? I mean you were right. I was born Heike. I know that now. What did you hear? I was brought to my mother, Lady Tokiwa, by Ikonozeni. She told her that although I was a child of the Heike, I was to be raised as a child of the Genji. What? Grandmother did... Yes! I swung my sword away as hard as I could and kept my distance. Then I thrust the tip of my blade at Tomomori. Fight fire with fire! Ikonozeni had me raised as a Genji, sworn enemy of the Heike, in order to bring about the destruction of Kiyomori's bloodline. She did what? And I also killed your brother. Maybe my brother. Whatevs. Seriously. To destroy us, she sent you, one who has the same blood as us. Fight fire with fire, exactly like she said. What a strange tale this has become, making us fight each other to destroy the bloodline. She really hated our bloodline that much, did she? How utterly delightful. So, Spacey, does that mean you'll not return to the family you belong to, and instead chose the Genji? Yeah, and I'm gonna muddy the blood by fucking my not-brother. Having his babies, probably. That's kind of unfortunate, but you know, sure, what else? Yes, I will follow my heart, not my blood. I'm fighting for the Genji, for him! Him? Ah, you must mean Yoritomo. Yes. After all, you're not siblings, so there's nothing to stand in your way anymore. Again, funny coming from the man who wasn't gonna let that stand in his way when he was like, you're like, I might be your sister! And he's like, sister! He's like, yeah, you're gonna let me like your brother and your husband. It's gonna be awesome. And just didn't even miss a beat. Didn't even take a breath. Didn't even bat an eye at that shit. And he's over here now like, sweetie! Stop! Your house is so fucking fragile. Please don't throw those rocks in here. Though I guess all this time, I was the one you should have been calling brother. Yeah, and that... See? Okay, yeah. Like I said, we're never gonna find out the actual truth, and because this is all just like insinuated right now. You're like, it feels like it's pointing you logically in this direction, but you don't have any proof of that yet. You really don't know. It's just an assumption. But I feel like this is where they're going to leave it. They're going to be like, figure it out for yourself. And Jesus. Having you as a sister wouldn't have been so bad. I don't care who you are. I'm going to kill you here. It's such a shame. We're a family, after all. Yeah, and Tomomori likes keeping it in the family. I'm just saying. You're right. I always wanted a family. But in the end, I learned what binds people is not blood, but love. Oh, and is that what you have with Yoritomo, then? Yes. I will be his sword, and I will destroy the Heike! Ah, yes. You promised the same thing to me, didn't you? Bird, simmer down. What is your problem? Then come, sister. Will you use that power that's greater than even my own to slay your brother? It's like he's just... I shouldn't really be surprised at this, because the game has been basically telling you this since Benkei's route. and then again in, Shungen's route, and then here, and then it's all leading up to Tomomori's route, where you're like, now, are you actually my brother, though? I really appreciate the bamboozlement. I really do. I appreciate the fact that you go into this game in the very beginning thinking like Yoritomo's your brother, and you're like, it's like my hat, not really, right? And then you're like, look at Tomomori, though, he's not. And then all of a sudden the game's like, actually, maybe Tomomori, and you're like, who's actually my brother? Am I related to everybody? And then they're like, Yoritomo's not your brother, but Tomomori probably is, by the way. And you're like, what? So you go in thinking one guy's your brother, and turns out he's not, and then the other guy, you're like, well, he's not my brother. No, he might be. Well, I got used to the idea of fucking my brother, so here we are. And he's gotta be my favorite, of course. Well, it's not gonna stop me, so. Sister. But if you can't, then you'll come with me, and we'll live together as one big, happy family. Just you and I. See? He's over there, like telling Yoritomo he shouldn't look at his sister. He's like, that's not the way a man looks at a sister. And yet, meanwhile, you're like, oh, so you're my sister. All right, we'll get it on. And then, like, has no problem, like, pot, kettle? Come on, Jesus Christ, Tomomori. Whore. Love him. There's no future where the two of us survive. Look at his evil face. Oh my god, his evil eyebrows. I swore to Yoritomo that I'd make it back to him alive. I have to win here. Let's go! I'm gonna stop here. In the middle of the battle with Tomomori. But we're over time. Also, I just have to point out, Takatsuna's saying they're going at it pretty hard. I mean, let's save that for Tomomori's route. When we actually go at it with our brother. Oh, good lord. Good lord! I have a feeling, though, that they will probably... They're saying all this, but in Tomomori's route, they're never going to delve into the fact that we're related to him at all. I just feel like we're never going to find out the truth. And we're just going to have this, that Ikinozeni just put us over, and, like, we could be... And we have no idea. And then he's like, so I'm like your brother, and you're my sister. Let's go. And then you get into his route, and it's never going to be seen or heard from again, and we're going to be like, but, like, so we're... Yeah? What? Is it my brother? Did I do my... What happening? Like, we're not gonna know. I'm just feeling they're just gonna whistle and walk away and leave that one in the dust behind where you're like, but, I mean, are we gonna... No, we're not gonna talk about this? We're just gonna leave it there. Just... Okay. So. But anyway, we'll continue the battle and probably get our good ending in the next part. It might go a little long just because I'm stopping this one, like, here, but I don't want to go too far, but we'll see. So, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.